Welcome to Lowry Writes. Alright guys, this is my second video that I want to talk with all my writer friends out there who may have a similar personality as I do. So I will be the first to tell anybody how introverted I am and how much of a homebody I am. My best friend was my mom. I love just hanging out with my children. Like, I have a very small circle of close friends. And I'm very shy. And yes, I'm making videos because it allows me to push myself out of my comfort zone and still get to see you in a safe way because the screen's right here. But as writers, we really need to connect and involve ourselves within our communities. So I checked around and I had a writers group that I could join that would take me way down the big road, and I already have to travel that big road 5 days a week, going back and forth to work, and I'm like, I just didn't want to do that on the weekends too. So I wanted a place where I could have a local writers group. It would just be more convenient for me. Well, I couldn't find one. And it didn't take me but like 5 minutes to say, okay then, create one. So I put out a post on Saturday and I said, are there any local writers in the community that would like to meet at a coffee shop? And let's figure this writing journey out together. And within a day, I now have 4 potential interested writers right here in my community. And we're gonna meet this Sunday, so I'll make a post after to tell you guys how that went. So what I've been doing this week is learning about writers' expectations for writing groups, mission statements, purpose, guidelines, structures and organizational techniques that can create an overall successful writing group. So as I'm in my initial stages of, I've just been signed, contract is sealed and closed, I think it's time now for me to do one of the maybe a hardest thing for me is just to admit I'm a writer. I'm not a failure. Somebody actually likes what I wrote. I'm a writer, and I am going to be a writer for the rest of my life. See that? I owned it, and now I'm going to start taking charge, and I'm starting a writers group, and I'm excited about it. It's just in the back of my head, I used to always say, I want to join a writers group, but I'd always make excuses of why I couldn't. See, the big road was my excuse, or I wouldn't be good enough, or it would take away all this time from my family. And then I understand that if I'm going to really pursue my dreams, I'm going to have to do them with all of that work ethic that I put into my work and that I put into my spiritual life and my family. It's the same kind of work ethic. So I will tell you that the fear that the enemy can put into you can block the blessings and the opportunities that you can go after if only you would just put your faith in God and say, you know what, God, take this writing group. Make it to live up to your potential and to live up to your purpose for it. And I'm going to turn this writing group over to the Lord. And I don't know the members, but I'm going to be praying for them every day. And I'm going to find out on Sunday if they share a common focus for this writing group where we can have conversations around writing, share and critique and promote and celebrate writing as a part of who we are and embrace it together. So if you haven't joined a writers group, I say start looking for one and stop making the excuses of why you haven't yet and just do it. And if there isn't a writing group locally to you, hey, take my advice. Go start one yourself. So many resources out there on the internet. I started with UNC Chapel Hill Writing Center resources. Copy, paste it in the Google Docs, gave UNC Writing Center all the credit, put in their resources. There's a lot out there. And I'm sure there's tons more that you could recommend. So if you've actually been in a writer's group, kind of give me the heads up. You can tell me the good, the bad, and the ugly. Prepare the way a little bit for me if you got any tips. But and if you've really found benefit in a writer's group, continue with it. Even if the writer's group that you're in now might not be working for you, create your own or find another. So that's my Jen Lowry Writes for today. And go check out my new website at jenlowrywrites.com. I've got an official Twitter page now, official Instagram page. It's all under that name of Jen Lowry Writes. And I'm setting up some more social media accounts that I didn't even know existed until two of my students told me yesterday in a brainstorming session. See, teenagers today, they got it going on with that kind of stuff. It was nice talking to you guys, and I'll be praying for you. You pray for me. Have a blessed one. Bye.